Welcome back to Deer Valley Homestead, and if you haven't been here before, my name is Andy. This week we have the final of our 3 disasters. I thought we got it out the way last week, but no, these things always happen in threes, and here is number 3. Now I will point out this happened this morning, and I've moved all the animals out the way, so they're all safe. You don't need to worry about them. But what happened is our big apple tree has collapsed on top of our rabbit hutch. So at the moment there's only one rabbit left in there, Johnny. He's down the far end, just because I don't have a good space to put him. All the ladies are out, so we've got Stiga, who's hiding out in here. We've got Devil, who is hanging out with the ducks for the day. They don't seem to mind too much. And somewhere around here is Oreo. I saw her not that long ago. Oh yeah, here's Oreo. She's hanging out between the hay bales. Aren't you, Oreo? And then we've got Oreo's babies who are hanging out with the pheasants. I was a little bit nervous to put them together, to be honest, but they don't seem to mind it at all. They're loving life in there. It's pretty much the greenest patch of homestead, so they're loving it. See if we can find ourselves some rabbits. So somewhere in all this luscious grass, oh, here's one. Hello, you okay? Yeah, these guys are loving life. They've stolen all the pheasant food, but you know, bit of an emergency, so we just had to get them out. And it's not ideal for them to eat this much grass, but what am I going to do? Leave them in the rabbit tree with the risk of it falling down? And yeah, they seem to be okay. And there should be one more in here. Ah, here we go. Here's our one more. How are you getting on? Are you enjoying your new grass area? Huh? Don't get too comfortable. Okay, so that is the important stuff taken care of. All the rabbits are safe. Now we need to see if we can rescue this rabbit tree. And the whole back of it is no longer touching the ground. None of the doors open and close properly. And it has most of an apple tree sat squarely on top of it. So we're going to set you guys up on time lapse over here somewhere. And I'm just going to cut away bits of apple tree. See if we can't rescue this disaster. So the back corner is no longer on the ground. And actually you can see there's a little notch on every single one of these, where the whole rabbit house has been pushed across like this. So we'll see. I'm going to work on getting this apple tree off the top of it, and then we'll see if we can't nudge and cajole it back into its position. It sucks a bit because the whole idea of it being under this apple tree was that they would have some nice shade and stay out of the sun for the hottest part of the summer, which is now here, and now they're going to be in the sun, so we have to come up with a solution for that as well. Hey quackers! They all seem pretty happy. It's not ideal just to throw these rabbits straight out on grass with this much available to them. So they've all been on grass every couple of days, but it's not good for them to switch their diet so quickly. But what am I going to do? I can't leave all of them in here and, you know, risk it falling over or something happening while I get rid of this big branch. So there was 4 big branches, and it's one of them that's cracked up there and come down on top of the rabbit house. No, the first rabbit hutch we built, he can stay in there, but I need to keep him separate because obviously all the ladies, if he sees them, he's going to go in for a bit of a romantic cuddle, and that's the last thing we need to make some extra babies at this point. And here is my cat, who has an obsession with rabbits, but the rabbits just don't care. Alright, so this is the inside, and you definitely couldn't see outside before, which I think tells you how much weight is on the top of this thing. It doesn't look that bad, but there's a lot of weight on it. And all of these doors yesterday used to close nice and easy, and now they're all getting stuck. All the latches are suddenly in the wrong place. So there's some real pressure on this thing from from the top. It's funny, I was looking at this tree last week and I was talking about how many apples are on it, and now we know the answer. Too many apples. There shouldn't be anything here at all. So that gives you a pretty clear picture actually. I know the sun's behind it, but that one there is the one that's broken. So that whole branch down there used to be up top. Alright, that is most of the apple tree on the ground. There's one branch. Where are we? There's one branch left to cut up there, but that's not going to fall and hurt anyone, so that's fine. And that means we can put all the rabbits back in their house safely tonight. I can put the water system back on, and these guys are all back in the house. I'm going to clean up all the apples, but we'll keep the branches. There's some pretty cool looking ones. We'll trim them down, put them in the storage. We'll take all the apples. They're going to the end of the garden. We'll leave the night camera there, see if we can't catch a few deer or something else. Last time it was the fox who took most of the apples. Well, just in case you're wondering why I spent half an hour cutting at the one apple branch, here's the idea. It will get stuck in the ground in the next aviary, and it will be one of the perches, rest places, whatever we want to call it, for the birds. We actually had some new arrivals this week, who I should show you actually. Well, we have 3 new arrivals this week. We have one baby guinea. And if we can see anybody, oh, there we go. He is not a baby guinea. He is a baby field pheasant. Or she, possibly, I'm not sure. He's about a week old, I believe. These beauties, they are very skittish, even more so than the guineas. And they fly lots, and they run around lots, and they are fast when they go. So they're living up here, but they jump down to the bottom quite a lot. But they've got heat, water and light down there as well, so they've got the best of both worlds. What's up, buddy? Huh? Oh, you fell down. So this guy is our baby guinea. He is 3 days old, and he's loving life. He's sharing with the pheasants because he was the only one who hatched out, so we needed at least some kind of friend for him. And the two pheasants, well, not the friendliest, they're not bad. Huh? Alright, buddy, you can go back. Alright, that is all of the apples cleaned up. 95% of the apples cleaned up. We are going to head down to the end of the garden with our massive pile of apples. We're going to dump them out. We'll put the wildlife camera out on the tripod, and we'll see if we can't catch ourselves a few deer eating over the next couple of nights. Not a bad way to travel. Sure beats the wheelbarrow. Still want a tractor though. A lot of apples. Okay, well, there's a couple of 100 apples. There's our wildlife camera. Here's what we see. As always, thank you very much for watching. We hope you're having an awesome week wherever you are. And there should be a couple of videos coming up on the screen, just in case you'd like to watch another one.